Estate Rosé?
Yes. So this is Expression. I call this my big girl wine. As Calvin mentioned, I started out on the very sweet end of the profile, Moscato. I was coming here all the time and they're like, we're going to have you grow up. So we're going to have you try the Expression first. And it's a great wine to transition from being on a sweet profile to starting to move into some of those drier profiles. You're going to get some grapefruit with a little hint of minerality. And then it's going to finish with a peach on the nose. So it's a very, again, hot day. You're sitting by the pool, want to have a nice, refreshing wine. This is a great wine to do that with.
It smells like it. I'm already getting a lot of strawberries, kind of cotton candy on the nose. Oh, and by the way, the Cab Franc was coming in at 14.5% ABV and 13% on the rosé, and I would call this a traditional rosé profile. Years ago, in coming to North Georgia and experiencing a wine tasting or a wine tour, overly sweet, overly fruity. It was, I mean, almost I would call it a brandy more so than a wine, right? I mean, the ABV probably kept it for me in there. It's interesting to see how the winery scene has matured over the years. I'm sure there was some things that have happened in the past few years that maybe helped kind of spur that along with some visitors. But yeah, it's good to see good wine getting produced in the North Georgia mountains. So.
Yeah, definitely very enjoyable. And you mentioned the concentration. There's 25 to 30 wineries within 30 minutes of where we're sitting right now. So you could spend a whole weekend, a whole week. In March every year, they have what's called Wine Highway. So you can buy a passport and you can visit as many wineries as you want to off of that passport to get an indication of what kind of wines they serve. There's lots of cottages and cabins up here. And if you like to do a little mix of outdoor activities and wine, the Appalachian Trail starts not very far from here. So just so much to do up here. I love living up here.
Some people might say it's a little, it's difficult to rank different expressions. I don't think it's different. We're not comparing the wines to each other in the different tasting notes, but more so, what do you prefer today more than the other? And a lot of it could be we're in the middle of the day, sun's out, got music in the background. I mean, maybe it's a mood thing that directs you to one or the other. But yeah, so think about that as you're kind of tasting through these, like what stuck out, what did you like better than the other, which would you go for, would you have it at a different time, right? Pauletta, so as far as price goes, we don't have to be exact, but just so people have a general idea of the cottage and what we're experiencing from a bottle standpoint, what are we looking at price wise?
Yeah, you're anywhere from, depending on some of their sweeter wines, you might be in the $25 range up to $65, because they do have a couple of reserves here as well, which are also very good. So it has a wide variety for everyone depending on what your palate likes and what you enjoy. So yeah, you can come here and enjoy a nice bottle of wine for around $20-25.
Food on the premises or no?
Yep, they typically have a food truck on weekends, not during the week, but during the week they'll have charcuterie boards available for people to purchase. On the weekends, as you hear in the background, is live music. They usually have two acts on Saturday. One will start in the early afternoon, one in the evening. And then on Sunday, Teddy, who's singing right now, and Rich are the ones that do the singing.
It looks like there's an activity or two every day of the week. It's from bingo to trivia nights, all kinds of things going on for the community.
Yeah, and today's karaoke. So if anybody's a big karaoke lover, they do karaoke on Sundays.
Connor?
I'll get some songs.
I saw his eyes light up there a little bit, even behind his sunglasses. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's what's great about here too. You have a lot of wonderful musicians that go from winery to winery and play on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you really love live music and enjoying great wines, great place to be.